literally about 6 weeks ago when I was asked by this wonderful man here, can you make a speech and be my best man? I was so proud, I really was, and honoured to do it. Really proud and honoured. Then he said, don't make it any more than 5 minutes and keep it clean. Well, I can't run around, I struggle. Anyhow, okay. So I'm going to say to you, okay, that basically, yeah, I'm stood up here now to be very proud and honoured to do this speech. I really, really am. I'd said to you before that I would go to the ends of the earth for him, and I would. I really would. Very, very proud to be so. Anyhow, I'll get on with it. I don't want to keep you too long. Is Carl here, by the way? Is that a fag? Wait. No. Let's carry on.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. If I get grief, it's your fault. Right, well basically it's nearly 31 years ago since I received a phone call from our mutual friend Roz. Do you know Roz, Amy? I think you do.
I do.
You know Roz, right? And she told me that she had a friend starting at British Airways a week before me.
Yeah.
You knew I'd get that one in, didn't you?
I did.
And she thought we might get on, basically. Okay. So what happened was, Graham had spotted me before. You never told me this actually until quite recently. He spotted me walking through Manchester Airport before he'd actually been introduced. And I had a great big Freddie Mercury moustache on. He told me to start.
Yeah.
So he kept on. A big moustache like that.
Yeah, I couldn't miss him.
Thank you. What's the age after all? Anyhow.
People.
The very first time I actually bumped into him was in the Skyways Hotel. We were on our training course at Heathrow, and we were introduced by a mutual friend, Victor Harris.
Oh, right,
Yeah. I'm so nervous. I probably should have
Graham's impressed.
Right. Basically, he introduced me to him, and when I first met him, I thought, okay, he's alright, yeah, not too bad. Fair enough, he's alright. A few drinks in the bar, and then I thought, right, I'm going to go upstairs now, because I wanted to watch this programme called The Kennedys, right? Which is obviously about the Kennedys, right? On BBC. I've been wanting to see it for years, right? So I went upstairs, and then about 5 minutes after it started, I heard this. I thought, is this bloody room service? It's Graham here, and I thought, Graham who? Made a huge impression on me. And then they called me in. No! Watching the programme. Really? Can it? Oh, right, okay, but don't talk. Anyhow, he come in, he sat on the end of the bed and talked incessantly. All the way through it. It took 5 years for that to be repeated. Thank you for that, Graham. Anyhow, so as you can imagine, he started off well, didn't he? Right. So then we went up the motorway to begin our careers with the world's favourite some careers a lot longer than others. A lot longer.
He got sacked.
I started with the tour of Birmingham Airport. I'll always remember it. I was being taken around the airport by our boss, Colin Gilder, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, Colin Gilder. And Graham was sat there like this. With his cap on. And Colin said, here's Graham now. I'm sure Graham will tell you how everything is. So, anyhow. Graham, we said, are you enjoying the job? And he said, yes, I love it. You liar. You hated it.
I've only been there a week.
He said it with a right smile, so I thought, hello, what's going on here? So anyhow, basically, we carried on at Birmingham for many years. As I say, Graham's career was particularly short one. Very short. He did make an impression. Well, I've got quite a few stories here, but I'll only tell you about 2 or 3. He turned up once for a flight with white shoes on. Okay. It's a black uniform. Oh, remember that? Yeah. He was in charge, Hazel McKenzie, and what did she do? Offloaded you.
Yes.
You weren't going to fly. I mean, white shoes. He couldn't find his black ones, so he puts white one on. He's flying with the strictest #1 going, like Hazel McKenzie. So that's that. And basically, oh yes, of course, yeah. I remember we didn't fly together very often.
No.
Maybe 2 or 3 times. But on one in particular, I remember Graham was taking a short break in the galley at the forward galley of the aircraft, weren't you?
Yes,
You had worked quite hard.
Yes.
Well, actually, we were really quite surprised to see you turn up. wanted a break. I said, right, okay. Have you had their meals? I've had about 2 or 3. We've not given them to the passengers yet. Okay. So Graham was on slightly different days off to me, and we had a mutual friend called Anthea Nichols. Big Am, as she was called. She used to wear skull sandals, didn't she? Do you remember that?
She did.
You could hear her clopping away, couldn't you, into the crew room?
Yes.
And she was brutal. Anyhow, she took a liking to us, invited us to a party in Hall Green in Birmingham. And we were there, and we were trying not to get drunk, but it didn't quite work that way, because she was making her own gin on a still in the kitchen. And you remember that?
Vaguely, yeah, vaguely.
And I thought, what's that? Is that tumble dryer? It was going like that, and it come out and it was looked like whiskey, didn't it?
It was like
Massive hangover. Anyhow, then we moved on to Loughborough. Loughborough became the party capital of the East Midlands, okay? That's where Graham was living at the time. Many parties with particular themes. One in particular on my mind was the South Sea Island Party. Remember that one, Graham? Is that the one that the police didn't come to? Many times the police did come. Did you know this? Anyhow, South Sea Island Party. I knocked on the front door and was greeted by the sight of Graham in a coconut bra. And it's given me that many sleepless nights since I can't tell you. And anyhow, and on one trip when Roz, Graham and I were together, do you remember that one?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
Yeah, okay, we were on a night charter to Ibiza, okay, and we got these special hats, Graham and I. Mine was a pig head, so I had a snout and ears. And Graham, you all remember Smurfs?
Yeah.
Yes. Yellow Smurf wig. Fabulous. And in those days, you know, when there weren't any like jetties where passengers used to come out on a bus. So we were stood at the bottom of the stairs in Ibiza on this 737, waiting to greet the passengers. My ears were going like this from the engine, you know, all that, and his hair is going like that. And the passengers were just going like. Great, fantastic stuff. Where am I up to now? Sorry. Oh yes, that's right. Yeah. And Graham always gave me very valuable career advice at British Airways. Do you remember that career advice?
Not that well, no, but I'm sure you
That's your impression. Go sick. On occasion, I decided to go sick. We'd had a bit of a party. I think it was a party going on right now. He said, just go sick. Ring up crew operations. So I'm going like, okay, build yourself up to it, Michael. Because this is the expert. Okay. So it's like Peter. I'm really sorry I can't come in. I've got toothache in my mouth. You're going well. You just lost it. So I thought, I don't think they're going to believe me. Anyhow, Graham decided to drive me back home, past the airport, past Birmingham Airport, in his van. Everybody knew it was Graham's van. Do you remember that van?
blue and white as my dad's van.
He drove me past the airport, okay, but he decided, in case, because he was off sick as well, that in case anybody recognised him, he'd wear a veil over his head. So I've got a massive hangover, he's off sick, we're both off sick, okay, we're in this distinctive van that says on the top, this is Graham Whitehead's van, and he's wearing a veil so he won't get recognised. Work that one out, do you remember that?
Very well,
Where
yeah.
that veil from? Anyhow, and then we both took to the stage of the British Airways Pantomime Society.
Oh dear.
So I'm not going to leave that one out, am I?
No. I'll have a drink.
So I travelled, this is about 1984 I think, with Thriller. Remember Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Brilliant. I do remember asking Graham if he'd come and support me on stage, you know, in the audience. And I thought you weren't there, but you were there with Peter. Where are you, Mr. Reed? And Piero, do you remember that clown?
Oh, yes, thanks.
And I'm thinking like, right, I knew it was Peter, and thought, right, I'm going to strangle him when I find him. He's not here to support me. And he was dressed as an executioner. remember?
Yes.
And then the inflatable axe which she shot right up my skirt. And the following year, Graham decided to tread the boards as well, didn't you?
I did.
In Cats.
I did.
Do you remember Cats?
Vaguely.
Yeah, and all sorts of mishmash of stuff, and you started as Mary the Christmas Fairy.
That's right.
Everyone. I'm Mary the Christmas Fairy. Fantastic. Yeah, and through the years, of course, we've been privy to many impressions. All on the door. Oh God, Peter, how you not strangled him when he's heard all on the door? How many times? And of course, the fabulous cinema. How many times have you disappeared up them stairs and come down? That's the bar.
I can't remember.
I'll tell you, 473. Fantastic. Back to you, Peter. This isn't the first time, of course, Graham has been married.
Did I not tell you?
He is married to
He's over.
officiated by the Reverend Reed over there. And there is photographic evidence to prove it. He put all those cans on the back of my mini. Do you remember? Just married. Oh dear. Anyhow, that was fantastic. And then Graham moved on to Air France. He was there for about, BA for about, was it 2 years, 3 years?
5.
That's with real food. 5. Moved on to Air France. I remember he came out to me and said, I'm going to join Air France. I went, why? You were out of BA, why would they want you there? He said, no, I'm going to be in sales. I went, oh, okay, that's interesting. You're not flying? No. I need you to try and help me to launch a new route from Birmingham Airport.
That's right, actually.
And to help him to launch this new route, he got a vintage bus, which was great actually. It was about, what was it, 1940s, 1950s? Well, that's the Trillions, isn't it?
It was a Parisian vintage bus.
Parisian. It broke down halfway around the city centre. Did it not?
It did, yes, it did. It was a bit-
And, of course, Graham, following his, the advice that he normally does, you know, okay, fine, I think I might have to go sick. But, he went sick, and the sales went up. I've been amazed at my own memory. I have, really. Anyhow, now we're entering the 1990s now. Okay.
God, that's into chronology.
Reading University, got his degree and all that. I remember another phone call because we're arriving at the chapter road bit of the story now. But this is where our third thing is. I remember the phone call, and he'd got that timid voice about you. You have that timid voice about you, Graham. It's rather spooky. But he will say he's got something to tell you. And he just said on that phone to me, I've met someone. What's his name? Zen. What sort of a name's that? How's he from? Anyhow, I'm not Zen. And the two brewers in Clapham. Actually, that meeting was arranged fairly quickly. And I loved you from the start. I thought you were a grand lad, a really grand lad, and I thought, thank God you're going to take him off my hands. Anyhow, party time continues. I'm doing it now.
Party
Party
time.
time continued at Chapter Road now.
Woohoo!
And I remember going out with Roxy and Graham said to me once, he said, what are you doing around Christmas time? Because next door neighbour's having a party. I said, oh, I think I'm on SCP, like training at work. He said, do you fancy going to a party next door?
Yes.
They're not here, are they?
No, they've not been invited.
Right, and this is partly my fault. Fine, that's okay. Anyhow, I turned up with a bottle of Stolly vodka, like you do, and we got plastered in the house before we actually got to the party. That was my fault. Graham did say, don't get plastered or something to eat, and it was me. I pushed it, didn't I?
You did push
I
me.
did push it. Please don't wrong with your memory either. So basically, we fell out the front door, we went next door, 2 minutes, next door. Hi, the strippers are here. How well did that go down? Faces, old conversations dropped into it. Remember that punch in the kitchen?
Yeah, there you
Which
go.
we threw a load of antifreeze in and God knows what. Basically we were asked to leave. And we've not been asked back since. It took me, I would say approximately, where are you, Alex? It took me about an hour and a half to get Graham back next door. I police have gone past. I don't know what they've done. They've arrested me. An hour and a half. I've banged his head on every single step. Along with half the garden.
Yes.
Threw him in the bed. Okay. And he looked like Wurzel Gummidge. Covered in leaves, rose bushes the lot. And I can honestly say to you, and I've had a few. that is
Still
the
no white.
worst hangover I've ever had in my life. The very worst hangover I've ever had. So anyhow, in conclusion, I would like to thank, and I really mean this wonderful man. The Lee Walker. I hope you're going to be my friend for many, many years. But I'd like to take this opportunity to wish you both, and I really mean this, both the very best for the future. Many congratulations. Graham and Fish.